Now let's see. Do we have anywhere else to go? Let's try one more time, and then I say we...
Hold on. Zoom out. It looks like, yeah, the area near... We need to go to the professor's house anyways.
I say
and the
try
area
one
near
more time.
the ranch.
Aha.
Oh. Because they're pretty evenly set out.
This knapsack seems like it's taken a lot of abuse recently. Most of the contents are trashed from being stomped on. You do find a dented can of potted meat, though. You also notice that the knapsack has a knife shelf strapped up to the side, but you don't see a knife anywhere.
Nice.
This tent is a real mess. It looks like it was trampled by a whole herd of cows. There's something odd about it, though. This campfire's been thoroughly stomped on and kicked. Someone was real serious about fire safety.
Why is it odd?
Yikes, do you think maybe this used to be a person?
This human is popped. Gary did not know a human is to popping.
No, we don't. Not in the sense I think you mean, anyway.
This meat, it is a very large all of it. A human contains all of this?
Well, yes.
Ugh, I could not bear to have carrying all of that. So squishy.
I agree. So yeah, I think this is an event thing, but let's talk to Gary directly first.
Oh gosh, someone wasn't liking a person's camping site.
Not just this camp.
A more thorough inspection reveals dusty footprints on the tattered canvas. Cows don't typically wear boots.
I mean, they might if you try.
So we're not actually going to be fighting cows, probably.
These are cow tracks leading away from the mangled corpse. It probably wouldn't be hard to follow them. Follow the tracks. Since you have reason to believe these tracks may be fake, you could either follow them or head in the opposite direction. I'd go the opposite way.
We can always return.
I mean, we don't know if we can. I say go opposite first, and if we can, return.
Yeah.
You head in the opposite direction for about half a mile and discover another campsite, this one occupied. You observe the campers carefully from a distance before approaching. They're dressed weirdly in brightly colored baggy clothes, white face paint. As you go closer, you realize they're dressed up as rodeo clowns. Gross. Why would they do that? There doesn't seem to be a rodeo happening anywhere near here. Approach the camp.
This rodeo clown is playing harmonica. The tune he's playing basically goes do 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 do.
Hello.
He nods politely but keeps playing. A simple three-man tent which probably sleeps about 40 clowns. This clown is idly juggling a knife. Howdy, stranger, he says with a smile.
Converse. Howdy. What are you guys doing out here?
The clown exchanges glances. Camping? Can you tell by the campfire?
What I mean is there no rodeo or circus around here? So why are you guys in rodeo clown outfits?
Oh, that. Our circus is up north. We're on break, so we decided to take in the sights.
What circus? I didn't hear anything about a circus in the area.
Oh, you wouldn't have. It's just a little traveling show. You aren't missing anything.
What's it called, though?
The clown hesitates and shrugs. It's called Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow.
How far north is it?
Oh, pretty far. Too far for you to worry about.
No, really, how far?
It's up near Goblin Gulch.
Wow, that really is far north.
Right, exactly. Too far.
Wait a minute, you guys walked all the way down here from the northernmost part of the territory for sightseeing on your break?
We get really long breaks. We have a good union. Where is the circus exactly? Why would you even want to go there? Look, don't worry about it.
Oh, I get it. You're embarrassed. You don't want me to find out how crappy your circus is.
Hey!
It all fits in one wagon, right? And I bet the freak show is just a shaved baboon and the lion tamer has to swap places with the guy wearing the lion costume after each show.
I'll have you know, it's the finest circus you'll ever see. You feel the... Give me that map.
Thanks.
I wish we had horn swapping for me. That's for a discount.
And here I could have gotten his knife. Let's find out.
I mean,
Actually,
we can...
Nice knife.
Thanks, it was a birthday present.
Oh, was it your birthday recently?
The clown grins at you. Not my birthday, no.
Okay, then.
And then we can talk to him again.
Do you know anything about the wrecked campsite nearby?
The clown with the meat chuckles quietly. Somebody's camp got wrecked. Wow, that's terrible. Whatever happened? I said, well, it looks like the work of cows.
Okay, we'll play along.
I think we played coy.
Well, it looks like the work of cows.
Well, you know, now that you mention it, we did hear quite a ruckus coming from not too far away. A lot of, moving and so on, right, boys? The other two clowns not in agreement.
You guys know a lot about cows, right?
Now, why would you assume that? Just because they're clowns?
Well, I figure it comes with the territory.
It's been a good 20 years since rodeo was an actual thing,
So why do you dress that way?
Dress? Oh, well, it's traditional after all.
Isn't it inconvenient?
How do you mean?
The makeup and baggy clothes. Wait, don't you take the costumes off between shows?
Haha, well, you might say we're used to it. Taking off would be more inconvenient, right, fellas?
Well, it must be hard to talk to people when they're all creeped out.
Oh, you think we're creepy? He leers at you, showing yellow teeth. In the flickering light of the campfire, they almost look pointed. Haha, relax, partner. That's just the old stories getting you worked up.
You know old stories about how demon cows and demon clowns war against each other in hell, and rodeo clowns dress like that because their rodeo were sort of like reenactments of those battles?
You've done your homework. So what do you think? Are demon clowns real?
Should we murder them?
Yes. I think I'm looking at some right now, bitch. Dear. Well, now you go and say things like that. You know we can't let you leave here alive, right, stranger?
Bring it, freak show.
We can do this. Yay! Well, that's one pack of demonic rodeo clowns that won't be troubling people anymore. Boy did not expect to be thinking this sentence today.
Look through their stuff.
A clown knife and a circus ticket.
You poke around their campsite for a bit and don't find anything of value apart from the leader's knife and a ticket to the circus. Well, the harmonica maybe, but that clown had his lips all over it. You also find a note in one of the lead clown's pockets. It seems to be orders to check out an abandoned tannery not far from Dirtwater. It's probably a bad idea to let those guys wander around near town, so maybe you should investigate.
Shudder. Alright, I guess we're going to the tannery. Here, we thought we were done.
We're gonna go to the circus first,
Let's go to the Danny's Tannery. I think there's going to be stuff that we can talk about at the circus that revolves around it. Hello, a sign. What is the man's word?
It says tannery. It's where we used to make cow skins into leather.
Aha, no more wondering why cows are so angry.
Well, yeah, you might have a point there. Anything to find? Nope.
It sounds like there's a lot of fighting going on inside the tannery, except instead of the regular fighting sounds you're used to, like shouting and gunfire and chairs being broken over people's backs, you hear a lot of ghostly bellowing and shrill cackling laughter. Sounds like a real bad scene, in other words.
Enter the tannery. As you enter the tannery, the second thing you notice is the place has been abandoned for years. Probably since the cows came home. A lot of the equipment is wrecked, and all of it is covered with dust. The first thing you notice is there's a bunch of rodeo clowns in here fighting with, well, they aren't cows exactly. They're more like possessed skins of cows. That's a little strange, because you've seen people wearing, for example, cow leather chaps, and you've never seen anyone being attacked by their chaps. Maybe there's something about the tanning process that makes leather impervious to possession, and those cow ghosts whatevers are untanned hides. In any case, the clowns and cows seem preoccupied enough with their fighting that they haven't noticed you. At least not yet.
Wow, such a place of craziness.
Yeah, no kidding.
Why are cows fighting the white-faced mans?
Well, it's complicated.
Will... Manure!
Where? Oh. Nope.
Aw. Through the door.
To adventure. The door's locked, which probably just as well considering the ruckus you hear on the other side of it.
But what if I want to go in? I mean, we could...
I feel like this is plot events related to the circus. So I'm going to...
We could fight the... We can see what happens when we go to the first one. There's not a lot there.
Yeah, but
it's only one-on-one.
If we attack one, then wouldn't it trigger something?
I don't know.
I vote circus because that seems like it's part of the narrative.
Okay.
With a shout, well, more of a loud hiss, the skeleton leaps at you from underbrush. He's wearing a cavalry hat and has a cavalry saber, but isn't riding a cavalry horse, which I'm pretty sure is the main thing that differentiates cavalry from infantry, if not the only thing. Give him directions to his fort. I sure am glad to see you. I haven't been wandering around lost out here forever. Which way is the fort? I got an important delivery to make.
Hiss.
What am I delivering? Cannonballs.
Hiss.
No, of course you don't see them. I can't carry regular cannonballs around on horseback. They're heavy. Here, look. You dig around in your saddlebag until you find a couple of peppercorns left over from lunch. Here, see? These are dehydrated cannonballs. Much easier to transport. And when you need to blow somebody up, you just add water. Anyway, which way to the fort?
The skeleton looks dubious, points you down the trail anyways.
Thanks. Success.
Looks like you found the circus those clowns were talking about. A circus? That's like a clown hive. Fortunately, it's not a very big circus. There probably aren't very many clowns. Certainly not enough for an army or invasion force or anything. Still, since it turns out demonic clowns are a thing, any number of them could be real trouble. You walk up as nonchalantly as possible so the clowning the ticket booth won't suspect you know his horrible secret.
Whistle innocently.
Uh-oh, white-faced not-mans.
Yeah, and probably a whole lot of them.
Not a safe place for it to going.
No, but we probably ought to try and find out what they're up to. 'Cause we're adventurers. As you approach, the clown puts on that basically cheerful facial expression that retail employees use when the last thing they want to deal with is a customer. But they're not allowed to say so. Talk to him.
Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, sir. How can I help you?
I'd like to run away with the circus, please.
Hehehe, aren't you a little old for that? Sorry, we aren't hiring.
Darn. Let's take the other option then. I'd like to see the circus, please.
Well, you came to the right place then, hehehe. But if you want to get inside, you'll need a ticket.
I just so happen to have one.
What? How did your... Well, great. Good for you, sir. I'll just take that and stamp your hand for re-entry. There we go. Enjoy the show.
What about my partner?
Partner's getting free.
Thanks. As you enter the circus, the ticket booth clown shouts, "Welcome to Barnaby Bob's Perfectly Normal Traveling Circus Sideshow, sir," in a loud and enthusiastic voice.
He's warning everybody else. You walk into the circus. Actually, I guess it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. As nonchalantly as possible. There are a bunch of clowns around working at the booths and so on. More clowns than customers, of which there don't seem to be more than a dozen or so. Which is good, in that it means the clowns can't disappear you as easily if they figure out what you know. But on the other hand, if things go wrong here, innocent bystanders may get caught in the crossfire.
Got it.
The merry-go-round has a dirty canvas. Condemned until further notice. We encourage anyone suffering from horse bites to consult a doctor. Oh no.
This clown is presumably selling tickets to the sideshow. Talk to him.
Howdy, fella. Can I interest you in the wondrous and mysterious delights of the sideshow?
How much does it cost?
For you, 300 meat.
And for everyone else?
300 meat.
What do you have in there?
Secrets, mysteries, things too weird and disturbing to be witnessed by the light of day.
Freaks?
Not just freaks.
Gosh. No thanks for now. I feel like that's hot food, cold drinks,
Tepid candy.
Cotton... Blah, wait. There's a clown here selling rubber toy balloons. You notice that he's watching you, and then he notices that you've noticed. And then he smiles and wiggles the balloons at you entrancingly. Talk to the clown.
Howdy there, fella. Interest you in a toy balloon?
How much are they?
For you, just 30 meat.
How do you make them float like that?
Why, there's nothing to it. Heck, they'll all float down here. Ho-ho.
Of course. What colors do you have?
Oh, well, just take a look. Red. They're all red.
I'll take one.
Alrighty, then here you go. Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me more about your circus?
Really, it's more of a carnival, but let's not split hairs. Ho-ho. What would you like to know?
What are your traveling plans? The place you've set up is kind of out of the way. What are your plans?
Haven't decided yet. That's why we set down somewhere a bit more rural. Keep things relatively quiet while we scout around. Get the lay of the land and all. Ho-ho.
Where do you travel from? Was your previous stop interesting?
Oh, Northwest-ish. It was a little hole-in-the-ground kind of place. You wouldn't have heard of it.
Why is everyone working here a clown?
Oh, it's traditional. When the, what do you call them, rodeos stopped being put on, the rodeo clowns took other jobs at the circuses and carnivals. Over the years, it's just become the normal thing for carnies to be clowns. It's a community, you might say. Ho-ho.
Who's this Barnaby Bob guy?
Oh, the boss is a real famous showman, though. I'm not surprised you would have heard of him around here. Ho-ho. You're kinda like a HoNk, and he's a real whiz with those knives of his. Don't miss his show. It's a real highlight of the carnival.
Okay, see you around, clown.
Catch you later, like an alligator.
I don't think that's quite how it's said, but that's fine. Cotton candy! Calls the clown behind this food stand, and then makes a foot noise like a sliding whistle. Come try this just invented confectionery delight. The clown blows his slide whistle again as you approach.
Step right up, fella. Step up and try one of the world's newest candy sensations.
What is it?
Cotton candy, the finest in several senses of the word, spun sugar, created through a revolutionary new process. It's so light and sweet and fluffy. It's like eating butterfly dreams and kitten wishes. Fooey.
Isn't that... So it isn't actually made of cotton?
What? No. Cotton is indigestible no matter how much chocolate you cover it with.
Found out the hard way, did you?
I'm not answering that.
How do you make it?
He pats a metal box with a wide funnel coming out at the top. This little machine right here, can't tell you how it works much as I'd like to brag. It's a trade secret.
You invented it?
Not as such. A couple dentists down south were the first one. Dentists, go figure. But after hearing about it, I managed to figure out how it works. Made a few improvements with my design too.
How much does it cost?
Just 300 meat.
I'll pass. That's a lot of money for...
That's a lot of money for fucking cotton candy.
Cold drinks? Ice cold sarsaparilla in bottles?
Howdy, sir. Could treat yourself to a nice cold soft drink?
You said you're selling them in bottles?
That's right. Got the newfangled crown cork bottle caps and all.
What kinds do you have?
I've got root beer, ginger beer, and sarsaparilla.
How about lemon lime?
Nope.
How about iced tea?
No.
How about snozzleberry?
No.
Rhubarb?
No.
Lemonade?
No.
Grape?
Stop it.
Rhubarb?
No.
Pomegranate?
God.
Cream soda?
Ugh.
Orange?
No.
Lemonade? Orange? Cherry?
Plain tap water.
Key lime?
No.
Pomegranate?
No. I don't have any of these.
I'm curious how long he'll tolerate it.
Celery. Cola.
He has much of the tolerances.
What kinds do you have again? Ginger, root beer, sarsaparilla.
Do you make the drinks yourself?
If you're asking if we have a wagon dedicated to brewing and bottling 3 different kinds of sodas in our traveling carnival, no, we stock up as we pass through large towns.
How much are they?
205 meat.
I'll pass. That's a lot.
It's for the deposit on the bottle.
I'll pass for now. Red
Hots, footlongs, 2 kinds of mustard. Ooh, lost and found.
How much are they? Everything's so expensive here. What is a carnival?
Onions, pickle relish, 3 kinds of mustard, and 2 kinds of ketchup.
2 kinds of ketchup?
Yup, got both ketchup and ketchup.
What kinds of mustard?
Brown, yellow, and blue.
Blue mustard? Blue mustard?
Looks like I'm all out of the blue, sorry.
No thanks. I can't
Can we
live
ask
without
him
blue
about the
mustard.
lost and... there were other options. I'd like to see the lost and found. Oh, sure thing. What'd you lose?
Well, nothing.
Well, you just figured you see if I had anything you like. Look, there's no such thing as an honest thief. You gotta pick one or the other.
Sorry.
So if we get told about something missing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Test your aim. Oh, mini games.
Games. Well, now, fella, I like to think I know a customer with a sharp eye and a quick hand when I see one. How'd you like to test your skills against a game of dexterity?
What's the game?
Well, on one wall behind me, I've got a bunch of thick-skinned, underinflated balloons. For 10 meat, I'll loan you a cheap, inaccurate pistol and a pile of badly made ammunition. Your goal is to pop as many of those balloons as you can before the pistol stops working.
That's unusually honest-sounding description.
I've discovered making the challenge sound exactly as difficult as it is only makes people more determined to be the one who beats it. That's actually fair.
What's the prize?
A ticket to Barnaby Bob's stage show, which is otherwise sold out, so it's a rare catch, my friend.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Shh. So we shoot like the wind. I suggest that.
Yeah, I don't have enough moxie. Drat. You take careful aim and pop off around and balloons for as long as you can hold the gun together.
Hey, not bad at all. Not enough balloons for our grand prize, but it's worth a little something.
Okay.
Do we have experience we can dump into Moxie? Well, there you go.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, I just peeked the microphone. I know it did. Here we go. Just run back through it. What's the game?
Shoot like a jaguar.
I'm not exactly sure how a jaguar shoots, but presumably it's pretty good. You can clear nearly an entire wall of balloons. The clown looks genuinely impressed. Well, I'll be. Looks like you win. Congratulations on the finest shooting I've seen in quite a time. Show will be starting soon, so don't miss it.
Thanks.
Test your mind. I'm guessing this is like the mysticality one.
Greetings and salutations, fella. This is a game designed to test your intelligence and capacity for abstract thought and, well, if you can try your luck, far be it from me to obstruct you. What's the game? The simplest guessing game imaginable. I've got a standard deck of playing cards here. I show you all the faces, and then I turn them back over and start picking cards. You guess which card I pick, and you win. You don't shuffle them? No, sir. If you can memorize a deck of cards that fast, more power to you. Or if you got a touch of magic in you and want to try reading my mind, that's fine too. Just don't dig too deep. Okay, I'll give it a shot.
We need 30 of each of our things, I bet. Muscle mysticality as well. You can give it a lot.
You managed to guess a few, but not very many.
So we may have to...
Drat.
Yeah, we're gonna have to hold off on our muscle and stuff.